Want to know why? Ask how. Howard the Humongous. We are living in a radically different America than the one we lived in last week. On Monday, July 1st, the Supreme Court rewrote the Constitution to say that a president who commits criminal acts while in office may be immune from prosecution. Meanwhile, for years, the right has said that Joe Biden is old, feeble, and suffering from dementia. Last Thursday, June 27th, Biden's performance in his debate with Donald Trump seemed to confirm those claims. Biden was hunched, weak, and often forgot the point of the paragraph he had just begun. The mainstream media said that Biden's opponent, Donald Trump, also had a disastrous debate appearance. Instead of facts, Mr. Trump made up lies, at least 30 of them. But this debate was not being measured by truth. It was being measured by strength. And Donald Trump looked far stronger. That night, and for the following 5 days, Democrats panicked. Some wanted Biden to pull out of the race and leave the presidential candidacy to someone younger, to Kamala Harris, or to a Democratic governor like Gavin Newsom. Others wanted to give Biden another chance. Those two camps continued to duke it out at this very minute. Nancy Pelosi, who has worked with Biden for 37 years, says Joe Biden was masterful in helping to write and to pass legislation like the Infrastructure Act, the CHIPS High-Tech Funding Act, and what the New York Times called a slew of other legislation. Said Pelosi, quote, "He has vision. He has knowledge. He has judgment. He has strategic thinking." And Pelosi asked a vital question. Was Biden's shocking old man performance an episode or a condition? Was it temporary or permanent? The White House said that Biden had a cold and was exhausted by 2 European trips in quick succession. Talking to donors Tuesday night, Biden explained that because of those trips at the debate, "I almost fell asleep on stage." However, Republicans hailed Biden's appalling performance as proof of what they had claimed all along, that Biden is a doddering old man. But there's a problem. We were so busy picking Joe Biden apart that we missed the bigger picture. 3 days after the presidential debate, France had an election. For the first time since World War II, the right wing won. In 2014, the National Rally, the winning French right-wing party, had accepted a $10 million loan from Vladimir Putin. In other words, in the Ukrainian crisis, the National Rally may well act as Putin's pawn. Meanwhile, in 6 days, NATO will hold its annual summit in Washington, D.C. That summit will be crucial. As Joe Biden points out, democracy is fighting for its life against autocracy, against dictatorship. Your freedoms and mine are at risk. Biden's physical strength and mental sharpness will prove crucial to his ability to lead this NATO summit. They will prove crucial to his ability to defend the rights we all cherish. On the other hand, Donald Trump wants to hand Ukraine over to Russia. If Russia gets Ukraine, many experts believe that Putin will try to invade and conquer the other countries on his shopping list, including Poland and the Baltic states. Mr. Trump doesn't seem to care. And when it comes to democracy versus autocracy, democracy versus dictatorship, Mr. Trump loves dictators. He loves North Korea's dictator Kim Jong-un. He loves Turkey's dictator Recep Tayyip Erdogan. He has praised China's dictator Xi Jinping. Even more ominously, he has praised the political manipulations with which Xi made himself China's dictator for life. Mr. Trump has called those manipulations great. He apparently would like to imitate them. Even more important, Mr. Trump loves Russia's dictator, Vladimir Putin. What's worse, Trump has a history of giving things away. In 2019, he handed Syria to Moscow. In 2020, he surrendered Afghanistan to the Taliban. Then he blamed our exit from Afghanistan on Joe Biden. Worst of all, Trump has a plan called Project 2025, which will give him powers no president has ever had. Powers so sweeping that the creators of Project 2025 called their blueprint a second American Revolution. As a Democrat, I hope that Joe Biden's appearances over the coming week prove that he is strong enough for 4 more years. Because in the same way that Trump's Supreme Court justices changed the Constitution to turn our presidents into kings on Monday, July 1st, Donald Trump has given numerous clues to a basic fact. He is looking forward to joining the club of autocrats, the global club of dictators. This is Howard Bloom speaking to you from the future. It's your job and my job to make, or want to know how? Ask how. And now for that infamously sleazy little off button.